Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Conor Rosario. The Pisule villagers have objected to transportation of ore from dumps without fulfilling the High Court directives. They demanded that the ore be removed from the 128 acres of their fields. They also demanded that the mining company releases mines dump water to farmers and provide the compensation to the farmers for their losses. They also submitted a memorandum to the Valpoi Mamlatdar on the issue.
Pisule farmers demand compensation for losses suffered. They demand that ore be removed from their fields. Farmers give 5 days period to meet High Court directives or they will resort to dharna.
पिसुल्ले शेतकरी संघटनेतर्फे आम्ही सगळे पदाधिकारी आज माननीय उपजिल्हाधिकारी आणि आमच्या माननीय सत्तरी तालुका मामलेदार यांका आम्ही निवेदन सादर केल्ले आसा आणि आम्ही आक्षेप घेतलेलो आसा जो आयर्न ओर ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन जो दामोदर मंगलजीचो डंप जो आसलो 20 वर्सां पयलीं त्याचे ई ऑक्शन हालींच केला म्हटलं आणि सेजा गोवा कंपनीन तो ट्रान्सपोर्ट घेवन ते ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन स्टार्ट केल्लें आसा हालींच ताका आमी पयलीं सांगलेले ऑफिसरांक पूण शेतीचे प्रश्न आमचे कांयच सोडयल्ले ना. गोवा सरकार हे पूर्ण अपयशी ठरलेले आसा. हायकोर्टान डायरेक्शन्स दिल्ले म्हजे पिटिशन आमी बिफोर हायकोर्ट फायल केल्ली. ही डायरेक्शन आसतना सगळी डिपार्टमेंट फेल जाल्ली आसा. कलेक्टर ऑफिस, एग्रीकल्चर डिपार्टमेंट, मागीर PWD, WRD. मेन प्रश्न जो आसा शेतकरी 180 एकर शेत जमीन आमची खाण तिनी कंपनी सेजा गोवा, दामोदर मंगलजी, आर्यश शेट्टी आणि गीताबाला परुळेकर फॉमेंटो यांच्यानी सगळी माती पडल्या ती काढूंक ना. हायकोर्टान डायरेक्शन दिले माती काढा म्हणून. लास्ट 2 वर्सां जाली डायरेक्शन दिले माती काढूंक ना. शेतीक पाणी दी म्हटलेले. आमच्या मायनिंग पिटान भरपूर पाणी आसा पूण ते पाणी दिवंक ना तेंच्यांनी. बेश्ट दाखोवपा खातीर थंय 2 पंप पाडून दवरले एक सेजा गोवान आनी आर्यश शेट्टीन. अजून तेंच्यांनी पंप स्टार्ट करून उदक दिवंक ना. मागीर सर्वे करून डिमार्केट करून शेतकऱ्याक तेची जागा दिवची, सरावंडींग कंपाऊंड घालचें आनी कंपेन्सेशन दिवचें. हे आमच्यो 5 मेजर त्यो हे आसले डायरेक्शन ते खंयच कॉम्प्लाय जावंक ना. ते उदक मायनिंग पिटांतल्यान आमच्या तळ्यान हाडून सोडचे, तळे रिकन्स्ट्रक्ट करचे आणि तळे रिकन्स्ट्रक्ट करून ते उदक स्टोर करून आमचे शेतकऱ्यांक म्हणजे शेतीक दिवचे, गुरांक दिवचे असो ऑर्डर आसा. आतां हे कांयच करिनासतना हे डायरेक्ट ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन करता. ताका आमी ऑब्जेक्शन घेतलेलें आसा आणि आमचे ज्यो मागण्यो आसा आमी परत आतां रिटर्न दिल्ले आसा आणि तांकां आमी 5 दिसाचो टायम दिल्लो आसा. जर 4 दिसा 5 दिसा भितर हेंच्यांनी कांय एक्शन घेवंक ना जाल्यार आमची फुडली एक्शन जातली, पिसफूल जातले आणि तो आमी एक्शन कळयतले. आनी हांगा येवन आमी पयलीं आमी एक्शन जे म्हणटा ते आमी मामलेदार आणि डेप्युटी कलेक्टर हेच्या हांगा समोर आमी सगळे शेतकरी निदर्शनां करतले, धरणे करतले.
ही प्रॉपर्टी जावन आसा सर्वे नंबर 41/1 ढोणकॉल गॉड म्हणून ह्या प्रॉपर्टीचें नांव आसा. आणि ही प्रॉपर्टी ओल्ड कॅडेस्ट्रल अकॉर्डिंग टू ओल्ड कॅडेस्ट्रल आसा. त्याच्या थ्रू म्हाजे एन्सेस्टरांची नांवां आसा. आमी कंप्लेन केल्ली आसा की हांगासर ई ऑक्शन हो केन्ना जालो सुरू. डेप्युटी कलेक्टरान ऑर्डर दिली की मामलेदाराक की ई ऑक्शन चालू करचो म्हणून. 17 तारखेक तेंच्यांनी ऑर्डर दिली डेप्युटी कलेक्टरान आणि 20 तारखेच्यान तेंच्यांनी ई ऑक्शन कॅरी केले. म्हाका ई ऑक्शन चल्लो हेचे बद्दल म्हाका कांयच इशू ना. तेंच्यांनी चलोवनी, माल व्हरोनी, म्हाका तेका कांयच प्रॉब्लम ना. हांव ते स्टॉप करिना. पूण तेंच्यांनी ही म्हाजी प्रॉपर्टी आसा पळय ती तेंच्यांनी डिस्ट्रॉय केली. थंय आमी हांगासर प्लांटेशन केल्लें, झाडां लायिल्लीं, फेन्सींग आसलें तें तेंच्यांनी हे ट्रक आतां तेंच्यांनी सेजा कंपनीन एंगेज केल्या हे ट्रक व्हेहिकल्स की हे म्हाल व्हरचो म्हणून, ओर व्हरचो म्हणून हांवें ओर ई ऑक्शनाचो. जाल्यार त्या ट्रक ओनरान तेंच्यांनी ती ट्रकांनी ती हांगा झाडां आसलेली, फेन्सींग आसलें हें सगळें डिस्ट्रॉय करून तेंच्यांनी वाट तयार केली हांगा. एक्चुली हांगा रस्तो नाच. ही सारकी आमची प्रॉपर्टी आसा हांगासर. आफ्टर हे लीज आसलेले पळय मायनिंग लीज आसलें हें आतां कॅन्सल जालें. अकॉर्डिंग टू सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजमेंट जाल्लें तेच्या थ्रू हे लीज कॅन्सल जालें आनी हेच्या फुडें आतां तेंचो कांय लीज होल्डर लीज आसा तेंचो कांय तेचेर रायट ना. आतां आमी सरफेस रायट होल्डर आमी आसा, को ओनर आसा, हांगा खूब को ओनर आसा. तेंची हांगा सगळ्यांक हांगा रायट आसा. आनी ह्या प्रॉपर्टीन म्हाजे एन्सेस्ट्रल म्हणजे कंप्लेनंट आसा पळय बिकुलो गोपाळ परब हाचेंय नांव 114 आसा. आनी ओल्ड कॅडेस्ट्रलाचेर आसा. तशेंच अर्जून कृष्णा परब हाचे ओल्ड कॅडेस्ट्रलाचेर नांव आसा. मागीर विश्राम तांच्या एन्सेस्टरांचे विश्राम पुश्ता परब हाचे एन्सेस्टराचें नांव आहा ओल्ड कॅडेस्ट्रलाचेर. ओल्ड कॅडेस्ट्रला थ्रू आमी हांगासर आफ्टर जेन्ना हे मायनींग हे जाल्ले पळय स्टॉप जाल्ले तेन्ना आमी हांगा येवन ते सगळे आमची जागा जी सर्फेस रायट होल्डर आहा पळय आमी येवन हांगा ती जागा आडयल्ली आसली. पूण आतां कितें जालें हेंच्यांनी अचानक आमी ते दिसा येवन हांगा पळयतात इन्स्पेक्ट करपाक बेश्टी विजीट करपाक म्हणून आयली जाल्यार एक ट्रक आसा सेजा रिसोर्स लिमिटेड म्हणून आसा हांच्यांनी हे ट्रक एंगेज केल्या की आपलो माल व्हरचो तेंच्यांनी येवन हांगासली सगळीं आमची झाडां बी दिसता. हें पळोवन आमकां शॉक जालें आनी आयज आमी व्हरचून ते एक लेटर केलें डेप्युटी कलेक्टराक केलें तशेंच मामलेदाराक केलें ते आनी हेका पुलिसींक आयज आमी पुलिशींक केलें लेटर वचून पुलिशींक लेटर केलें पुलिसांनी अजून कांय एक्शन घेवंक ना.
देवेन गांवकर फॉर हेरल्ड टीव्ही.
Congress member and Kalangut candidate Michael Lobo said he met K.C. Venugopal, the General Secretary of Organization of the AICC, and explained the strategies that the Goa Congress Party would adopt on the day of the results. He also said that the Congress would stake claim to form the government on the same day. Congress Party will take special interest and be sensitive to the people's opposition to the 3 linear projects and the Mopa Link Road, which is taking away the land of the farmers, Michael has stated.
Michael Lobo says he discussed results day strategies with K.C. Venugopal. Congress confident of getting numbers on results day March 10. Will stake claim before the governor to form the government on the same day. Congress will be sensitive to people's views on 3 linear projects and Mopa Link Road.
Goa's newly elected chairperson Swati Salgaonkar has said that the CII is aiming to create sustainable ecosystems for business. She also said that they also wish to work towards a policy for new age businesses. They wish to work on competitiveness, skilling and sustainability of businesses. Anirudh Agarwal is the newly elected vice chairperson.
Confederation of Indian Industries wants to create sustainable ecosystems for business. CIA wants to look at new age business needs. They wish to work on competitiveness, skilling and sustainability of businesses.
First of all, congratulations for being elected as the chairperson of the CIA Goa Council. What is your immediate agenda now?
Thank you so much. I think our immediate agenda is actually just to continue a lot of the great work that has happened in the past. You know, the pandemic has been very challenging for industry in general, and I think what CII is really looking forward to this year with the increased physical interactions possible is to engage with our membership, engage with the government, to a large extent, engage with academia as well, and really grow and create a sustainable industrial ecosystem in the state of Goa.
What is your thoughts on ease of doing business?
I think there's a lot of work to be done, but we have been working with the government quite closely in the last year, and we hope to build upon these efforts as well. I think with digitalization, a lot of hurdles will come down for industry, and the other thing that we are also looking at is new age businesses and emerging businesses. What are their needs, and how can we really start to address those through policy, through other efforts, especially in industrial estates, etc.
So, what happened in this first state council meeting?
So the first state council meeting was, to set the agenda and, sort of talk about the theme for the year. We are building on a few key things. One is building competitiveness. The second is skilling, and the third is sustainability. So we will be engaging with our members. We will be planning a lot of conferences, a lot of competitions, delegations as well across these themes. We have a lot of panels and task forces and committees that we will be convening shortly, which will work specifically on these areas to have a more targeted approach through policy advocacy, through interaction with various stakeholders.
Vigyan Sahai for Herald TV.
With Goa being a very popular tourist destination, we asked tourists what problems they face and what development they would like to see in Goa. A majority of the tourists see transportation as a major issue in Goa, and they would like to see better public transport. There is also no single platform for making all bookings in Goa. Lack of availability of efficient and regular bus system is an issue since many tourists cannot afford to hire cabs or bikes on a regular basis. Food and prices of hotels were also seen as a problem with majority of the tourists.
Most of the tourists face transportation issues in Goa. There is also no single platform for making all bookings in Goa. Lack of efficient and regular bus system is a major issue with tourists. Good Wi-Fi is also a major problem in Goa. Also, prices of food and hotels is an issue with the tourists. Tourists rue the fact there was no street food available in Goa.
One thing is mainly the public transport. You have to improve the public transport because we are spending a lot of money only on the cabs to come from the airport to here. So maybe hope that you should improve the public transport. And one more is food is very expensive. Yes, very means a very expensive. Little bit, reduce a little bit of cost. And third one is fares of these hotels. Even though however the bad they were, charging too much of cost, too much of tax, too much of cost, and they are showing a lots of difference in fares, like from the online to offline also.
Basically, if I'll say about difficulties, so one thing is there are not a lot of things online. If we'll go for taxi, so there is not a single platform we'll find and we can compare things and we can also look for the itinerary. So those things are not provided on any particular platform. We'll have to come here, we'll have to negotiate, we'll have to talk to them. So basically, as the from the perspective of a tourist, I believe that there should be a single platform where all the things should be there.
तो जैसे कि हम यहाँ पे आते तो हमें जैसे मतलब फूड वगैरह थोड़ा अच्छा नहीं मिलता, तो आई एम फ्रॉम नॉर्थ इंडिया, तो मेरा यही पॉइंट है कि मतलब कि अगर थोड़ा सा नॉर्थ इंडिया फूड भी यहाँ पे मिले, लाइक राजमा चावल थोड़ा अच्छा रहता है। पार्किंग से कार ली थी एयरपोर्ट से, तो हमने सेल्फ जो ड्राइव होती है वो कार ली थी, तो हमें बाहर निकलते ही ना वहाँ पे लोग आते हैं कि मतलब स्लिप के लिए कि पार्किंग, तो वहाँ पे कार हमने नहीं पार्क करी, तो जिसने वहाँ पे मतलब हमने तो वहाँ से ली है कार, तो बाहर आते कि मतलब कि स्लिप कटेगी ये वो, तो ये सब चीज़ें नहीं होनी चाहिए क्योंकि ये चीज़ें बहुत फेक हैं, ऐसा होता नहीं है।
प्रीडेटरी टैक्टिक्स यू शुड टॉक अबाउट कि आप जा रहे हो जब भी चीज़ आपने कहीं खड़े हुए तो देन दिल कम कि इसका चार्ज लगेगा वो
बिल्कुल पार्किंग में
मतलब एक प्रीडेटरी टैक्टिक्स। अगर ऐसा कुछ है तो यू जस्ट मेंशन दोस थिंग्स समवेयर कि वहाँ पे ऑलरेडी होने के बाद पता नहीं है कि टूरिस्ट को क्या है किस तरीके से, उसके बाद वो उस चीज़ को यूज करने के बाद कहते हैं कि अब पैसा निकालो।
Public transportation, I didn't see anything like buses. There is no frequency. Like I haven't seen any. So I think that would be one, like public transportation should be there. So if anyone cannot afford scooty or something like that, so they can move around easily. Skyrocketing. Like for 1 kilometer, he was charging 500 when we arrived here. So it was something I find very unusual here.
The transportation has very less here, and there will be no any private vehicle for transportation like Ola, Uber, not here as much as like Mumbai. Such problems are here and very costly transportation here.
Sometimes I mean finding places where to kind of exactly go to eat places and stuff like that, because there are so many local cafes which are actually very good, but then the stuff which people kind of just see which on the main roads and stuff, but to kind of explore such beautiful cafes, it's the best thing to do in Goa. So right now we kind of explored 3-4 cafes which were actually very good, but not we did not hear the names of those cafes. So I think we should be kind of more into that phase, because Goa is a travel place, so we come here to kind of eat and chill and stuff, so we need to kind of see more of the stuff which is unexplored right now.
Bureau Report for Herald TV.
The good news is that the much-awaited seasonal king of fruits, mangoes, are here. The bad news is that you will have to pay a royal price to taste this almost divine fruit. The first mangoes of the season have made their debut in the Panjim market, but for a kingly price. They cost almost 2,000 rupees for a dozen.
Mangoes are considered the king of fruits and nutritionally rich. Every year, mango connoisseurs wait for mangoes. However, mangoes are beyond the reach of the common man this year. At the start of the 2022 mango season, the price of mangoes is 2000 rupees per dozen.
The good news is that the much awaited seasonal king of fruits, mangoes, are here. The bad news is that you have to pay a royal price to taste this almost divine fruit. The first mangoes of the season have made their debut in the Panjim market, but for a kingly price. But they cost 2000 rupees a dozen.
A Tata Nano car caught fire at Karaban in Margao on Saturday. The driver stated that the car was in motion and then suddenly stopped. When the driver restarted the car, it sparked and caught fire. Luckily, no one was injured in the fire incident.
The Tata Nano car caught fire at Karaban, Margao. The driver stated that the car was in motion and then suddenly stopped. When the driver restarted the car, it sparked and caught fire. There were no casualties in the incident.
बंद पडलेली वाटी दोन फाटी बंद पडली तो हांगा रावलो तो हांगा येयला ताका जोरेस पेटलो असो तेजी पेट्टा ते हें करपा लागले तो भायर सरलो समतो 2 मिनटां भितर उज वाडलो सारको चड वाडलो तो बी घालून ट्राय केली पण जावना पार्टिशन फोन मारले ते पार्टिशन पावना त्या ब्रिजचं काम चलता न्हू ताका लागून सो मागीर येयले जाल्यार सगळे ट्रॅफिक जाम जाली हिंगा तेजे उपरांत मागीर आमी पावले आनी ट्रॅफिक क्लियर केली पुलीस येयले मागीर लोकरी फायर स्टेशन येयली गाडी येयली तें वचून पावलेलो गाडी आमी सायडीक घेतल्या मागीर ट्रॅफिक क्लियर केल्या.
Marcus Gonsalves for Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thank you for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on O Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.